Alright, that should work now. So basically, what I was saying was the Little Mermaid's just government propaganda whenever you think about it. Because they trying to tell kids, things live under the sea, but the only person that really lives under the sea is SpongeBob. I mean, you also got Patrick and Squidward. But honestly, I'm convinced Squidward's government propaganda too. He's just trying to silence everyone. Um, he's trying to kill everyone's creativity, all the little kids' creativity. And also, like they say, the fluoride in the water's turned the frogs gay. So they're really just showing. It's really a documentary about how the frogs are turning gay. Whenever you think about it, this really should be called surfing on an hour of sleep. I feel like that's a little bit more realistic on what this shit is. Fuck. There used to be a guy that always played on this server called Paul Job Under the Table. And then the other day I saw him again. I haven't seen him in months. And then he started acting like he didn't know, that this server existed. He was like, I've never been on here. I just changed my name to that. And I know that's a lie because that's a really creative name. I'm drinking a root beer right now, but I hate root beer. It's some weird ass brand of root beer. Don't try it. Dude, this really makes me want to go to an aquarium for some reason. I want to go see the penguins. Dude, what if Happy Feet is also propaganda? Dude, we're going to break down some hidden propaganda later on this week. I got a team dedicated to this. It's really just some crackheads, but that's not what's important in life. Oh, dude, there's a shipwreck. See? That's that's further proof that this takes place in the Krusty Krab. I really do not like this map. Hold up. Okay. Is this even possible? Dude, there's so many people that are just insane at this game, and I can't. They'll do some shit that doesn't even look like you should be able to do it. And it'll always look like so smooth too. It's like they spend thousands of hours doing that shit. I don't know how. I get bored and mad. See, like that, how? No way. You got a random boost. I don't know if that was a glitch or not. See, that guy just did it. No, bro. Nah. See, this shit is not real. And why is he holding a flashlight? Are we all holding the flashlights? See, this is like considered an easy map too. That's what's so crazy is this is considered like an easier map. Cause this is only like tier 2 out of 8. And I can't even do this, dude. See, this guy, he done turned his username into a whole ass dialogue. You know, he apologizes in the middle of the game. He's saying sorry for leaving. We aren't gonna miss you. I don't know who the fuck you are. Now, if it was Paul Job under the table, I would be crying because they're leaving. But they're not here anymore. They left. I don't know what happened. Rest in peace, Paul Job, I guess. Oh shit, it's a Little Mermaid map still. I don't know why, but I thought this was a jellyfish. Never been stung by a jellyfish, but I want to know so bad what it feels like to get stung by a jellyfish. Anybody got a jellyfish? Hit me up. I want to get stung. Should I start telling a story? Just because why not? I just know I'll get distracted. If I start telling a story, I will just focus on that and then I will get mad at this because I'm not doing shit. Have you been stung by a jellyfish? But like, dude, in SpongeBob, they had like jellyfish Krabby Patties. Honestly, dude, Krabby Patty meal from Wendy's. That shit was a tragedy. Let's be honest here. Because they should have at least put some like jelly in that, or like, you know, at least giving you some pickles to put under your tongue or something. You know, I wanted it to be realistic. It wasn't very realistic. I mean, shit. They edged me. I thought that shit was gonna be good. It wasn't. Dude, they've been coming out with the craziest like, um, oh, what's it called? Collaborations. Like, dude, Takis. I love spicy food, but like Takis specifically, they hurt. Last time after I ate Takis, a few hours later, if you know what I'm saying, I was almost crying. But it's only Takis. I'll eat like other spicy chips, and I don't. It doesn't do me like that. But the Takis, they hurt. It's like whenever Lil Xan overdosed on like hot Cheetos. I understand that. I never did until like a few months ago, and then I understood so much how that happens. There's so many fish. I'm enjoying more of just talking. I don't know. I might just be yapping, but I feel like I'm getting more pissed off as I play. Little Mermaid's fucking me over here. Keep getting. I swear, this shit's like actually floating and it's throwing me off. I can't say half of that shit. We both know I would get banned so fast. I don't mean half the things I say. I just say some crazy shit. I don't say like slurs or anything, but like I'd be saying some off the wall shit. Like the whole time I was talking about the jellyfish, I wonder what it would like. What would be the worst place to get stung by a jellyfish that you could like realistically get stung at? Like, dude, maybe the butt cheek, cause in like, yeah, like maybe the butt cheek, cause like that's like realistically a place you get stung in the ass. But like, also, aren't you supposed to like pee on a jellyfish stick? So you just got to get somebody to pee on your ass, and that's not gonna look good. What do you like? Also, you got to go your whole life knowing somebody pissed on my ass. I feel like that's just like it's such a disappointing thing right there. You got to have a self realization. Like randomly throughout your day, you're just like, oh my god, somebody pissed on my ass. There's no way this is not getting like something done to it. Oh, it got extended. Dude, I gotta get off this map. I don't know why it's throwing me off so much. I think I might just be screwed because most of these servers are playing some like boring maps or maps I can't even do. Oh, hold on, this one actually might be good. If this is one thinking of, I like this one. Shit, is this just the one I was already on? No, it can't be. Yeah, what the? Okay, never mind. Okay, hold on. Why is the same server or the same group of servers running two different servers with the same map on it? This game is rigged. Oh shit. Is this the one that... Oh dude, there's a cat. I see a cat. See, I don't even know if this is possible. Starting to think it might not be. Dude, yesterday I spent like an hour just on this one map, and I was finally getting close. Like I almost beat it, and it was like the same level as this. And then the time ran out on the map, and it went to another one. I was so sad because that map never comes up in rotation, so I know I'm not going to be able to get that now. And by the time it does come back up, it'll probably be like a month, and I'll not know how to do it again. I'll have to relearn all that. Then I'll get that close again, and I'll cry. Maybe we should try some like crack house. Think that, yeah, some crack house, but there's only one player playing. Oh, did I just rejoin the same one? No, I didn't. The other day there was this guy surfing. He was a shark. I saw a cow one time. I don't know how they do it, but there was a cow surfing. Dude, they always show aliens like obsessed with cows and like butts, like butt shit. You know what I'm saying? They like anal probe. I don't think aliens came. I don't think they'd be probing ass. Honestly, I would choose like a crackhead to probe if I had to, because no one's gonna believe them, and then you just watch them like people think they going crazy. I feel like that would be some like top tier hazing right there. Cause then there's gonna be some people that believe them, like the crazy conspiracy theorists that like believe them, but then they're just gonna look like crackheads because they're like, okay, so you're trusting a crackhead that says an alien probed his asshole. Maybe I need to go to sleep, man. If I'm over here talking about aliens probing crackheads' assholes. Go. I don't know why, but I just randomly thought about this kid that I met one time. He was like, he was telling me that he basically got kicked out of New York. And I was like, how do you get kicked out of New York? And he was telling me the story about how he gave this kid, and he didn't know he was special needs. He showed me a picture, and the kid had Down syndrome, you could tell. I don't know how he couldn't tell. But he said that he gave him shrooms, and apparently the kid got caught or was like freaking out or something. And he was like, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten as bad of a punishment if I didn't if I wasn't caught in the way that I got caught. And so I was like, well, what do you mean? You can't just say that and then not tell me how you got caught. Then he proceeds to tell me that he was in the bathroom drinking some liquor, and one of the security guards comes up to him and was like, hey, you need to come with us. But his friend had shoved the bottle of liquor down his pants for some reason and didn't put the lid on. First of all, I don't know why he's shoving it down his pants. I feel like that's a little zesty right there. You shoving liquor down your friend's pants. That's a little zesty. But he did it, I guess. And there was just like liquor going all down his pants. And he had like a Xenon or something, and he said that they found that, the liquor, and then he had 2 pounds of weed on him. And I didn't believe him, because this kid was like 14 maybe, just some random kid that I started skating with, at the skate park. And dude, he showed me the like write up for him. He wasn't lying. He really got in trouble for all this. So basically, what did they put in the water in New York? I don't know if it's even water in New York. They might just be putting straight Don Julio in that bitch. And I'm sure that doesn't taste good while you're brushing your teeth. Like toothpaste and Don Julio? Sounds like a bad mixture. Hold up. What would be better? Toothpaste, orange juice and toothpaste, or liquor and toothpaste? Which one's better taste? Let's say they put it in a chip flavor. Lay's makes a chip flavor, and they're like, they run a poll and they like Don Julio and toothpaste or orange juice and toothpaste. I think I might choose the orange juice and toothpaste. I don't drink, but like, I don't know. Oh, dude. Apple juice and fucking steak flavored chips. Just like the most random combinations. School really had us like drinking milk and eating like some processed cheeseburgers in the middle of the day. But that shit smacked. Realistically, like, you can't go anywhere and get, like, you're not gonna go out to like a nice steakhouse or something and get some milk with your steak. But they had us doing it in school. And no one ever complained. No one ever really like thought about it. But like, whenever you think about it, why? Why those, like, why milk with everything? And like, if you wanted water, you had to go up to a separate thing and get the water instead of the milk. I feel like once you got to a certain age, they should have just been like, all right, we'll just give you water instead of milk. You developed enough. I just realized I'm just spectating somebody. Ooh, I don't know why. Marshmallow potato chips. That'd be another weird one. I would try that. Marshmallow potato chips. They need to make that flavor. I feel like that could be good. But they should make like the chips stale on purpose. I feel like that would just be like a troll flavor. I don't even know. It says two watching, but I don't know. Probably. You ever accidentally swallow a Zen? That happened to me the other day. I was just eating something. I don't even remember what I was eating, but I was just eating something, and I realized I was like, I had it in a Zen, and I did not spit that bitch out. So long story short, I ate a Zen. Should I pierce myself again? Should I give myself another piercing? I'm kind of tempted to right now. But last time, I think I broke my cartilage. Like my cartilage in my right ear is just shattered. I don't. I really messed up on that piercing. The like part of my cartilage that I pierced before my last one didn't do it, but like whenever I did this one, I pierced it, and the clamp it went in the clamps. So then I had to like pull it out a little bit and then take off the clamps and just like hold my ear so that it wouldn't. No, it's not like limp. It's just like you can feel it like you can feel like little cracks in it, and it's like bubbled up. I guess is like the best way to say it, but it's not like limp. Dude, imagine a limp ear. Erectile dysfunction of the ear. Honestly, I'd pay to see that. I want to see that. If anybody ever sees this and you have a limp ear, send me a picture of it. And like, I don't know, it my ear like above the piercing because I took it out to clean the thing. It looks weird. But I do want to do it. I'm kind of tempted just for fun. Might get bored, shave my head again too. But then I want to grow my hair out. again. So I don't know. I can't decide on that. But I don't know if I trust myself to shave my head, so. Last time I had my brother do it, he did not know how to do that shit. He just kept like, it kept pulling my hair out. I didn't like it. My boss told me the other day I need to shave my mustache and just have like the bottom part of a goatee. He was like, dude, that would be so sick. I don't think I could do it. I can't pull it off. I think I should just leave it how it is. Oh, dude. Grow out my beard, like, to my belly, and then shave my head. That would look very interesting. And I'd be down for it, maybe. That would just take a lot of time, and I do not have the time for that. But then, like, also, what if, like, the beard gets stuck in something while I'm at work, and then I'm just like, it gets stuck in, like, a sawzall or something, like a saw, and then I'm just screwed. I don't know if that would cut through my hair. I mean, I guess it would, but I think I'd be screwed at that time. It's already too late for that. Listen, man, they already don't trust me around sharp objects at work. They call me tampon. I think that would just be like the time they're like, all right, no more anything for you. They wouldn't even let me use my own tools. It would be a cool way to go. Dude, exactly. Like, imagine your beard is so, like, cool that you just have to be taken out. I don't know why I'm stuck right here. My beard is just magical somehow. Hold up. I'm trying to think which one's Rapunzel. Rapunzel's like the one with long hair, right? That's like has like magical hair. Doesn't she like sing and then it makes like that dude's hand heal? So like, would my beard be magical like that? Damn it. I don't know why I keep thinking of SpongeBob. I just saw Finland and thought about that episode where Patrick gets hit with a bowling ball and says Finland. I think we need to keep an eye on Norway. They act all innocent, but they have some crazy stuff going on there. I mean, I don't think it still happens. But dude, you turn your eye on Norway for a little bit, and there's black metal bands that are over here like killing each other. You can't They can't be trusted. Like dudes taking pictures of their bandmate that killed themselves for album covers. Burning churches. Same thing for Japan. You know, they think they can distract us, but I know. And they know that I know. And that's why they sent the pigeons. Which one are you saying what the fuck to? About Norway? Dude, it's real. All that stuff really happened. There was a whole like scene of like I think it was black metal. It started in Norway and they were like burning churches and like um the lead singer of like the most popular band from them killed himself, and he had like before he had some disease where he believed that he was like actually dead, but like before he would go on stage he would like bury his clothes and like do a whole bunch of like crazy shit, and he would like cut himself on stage and like throw the blood on the fans and stuff. But he killed himself, and the person who started the band found him, and would he also was like he knew that guy was depressed and he would always tell him like kill himself and stuff like that. But he found him, and instead of calling the cops he drove like 30 minutes to get a disposable camera and had it like printed out. Like he like staged it too, and then no one knows if it's like real or not, but apparently he like took some bones and like some of the brain and would give out like part of the bones to people that he wanted to join the band. Hold up, I gotta look this up now. Let's see if I'm right about this. Exactly. Dude, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, he was like out in the woods and like cut himself, like cut his like wrist and his neck, and then came inside, wrote a message and was like sorry for the blood, and then shot himself. And then just acted like it was a normal thing. But that dude ended up getting stabbed by a bass player. He got stabbed like 30 something times. Dude, I'm telling you, turn your eyes away from Norway for too long and they start doing crazy shit. Makes you wonder what other countries. I think something's going on in Australia too. I think the kangaroos are starting something. Because, like, Australia has animals that, like, no other country has. And so I think they just, like, they're just really furries. What if all kangaroos are just furries? But they're, like, gym dude furries, and that's why they're so buff. Or the snakes. It could be the snakes, too. Oh, or the koalas. The koalas could be starting it. They want everyone to think they're lazy, but really they're not lazy. I bet you, dude, koalas and sloths are like the same animal basically. So, like, what if they just came from koalas or from sloths? And sloths have AIDS, so I think koalas have AIDS, and that's who really started the AIDS epidemic. The koalas. I can't beat this map, but I don't want to play these two because I swear it's still gonna be that, like, underwater map, and SpongeBob isn't even in it. So there's no reason for me to play it. There's no SpongeBob. There's a custom Call of Duty Zombies map. That's SpongeBob. I want to play that. I think I gotta play it. They have SpongeBob soap. Like, dude, I swear they just be making SpongeBob everything. Everything comes back to SpongeBob. And I'm gonna expose it. I think Mr. Krabs is really who's running the world right now. The map's finally ending. Let's hope it's a map I can beat. Because I'm tired of not beating anything or not being able to. Damn it. Alright, I got some faith in this one. As I say that. Dang it. I'm about to just start. Maybe I should just spectate someone. It's not letting me spectate now. don't spectate someone that's good at surfing, criticize them. See, I could do this if I didn't break my ACL, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't break my ACL at the championship game in high school. Dude, I want to meet somebody like that so bad. I've never met anybody like that, but I want to. People like that are just so fun to make fun of. And I need to find that person to make fun of. No, I want to meet somebody that like goes overboard with. They don't even make it believable, and it's just like a laughably that word bad excuse. It's like I broke my pinky finger, so I couldn't throw the ball. I broke my pinky toe. Dude, I did not know how much water bunnies drink. What is going on? But basically, it's hard being an emo bunny, parent. You know, I try to support it, but I don't know how to, cause he's like, no, Dad, you don't understand. And it's like, but I do. I'm trying to be here for you. You know what I'm saying? I walk outside. Um, he's singing like My Chemical Romance and shit. Dude, I have to refill his bottle like a few times a day because he just goes through it. Like today, he tried to run away because he said, "You don't understand me, Dad. I'm going to the mall." And I was like, "No, you can't go to the mall. You're a bunny." And I don't even think they really have malls anymore. Why go to the mall? You can just shop online, dude. Exactly. I think he's a milkaholic. I mean, he doesn't drink milk, but he's a milkaholic for sure. I mean, I've seen him stumble a few times. I'm starting to get concerned. Like, should I call somebody for him? Should I call AA? Yeah, he just misunderstood. I tried to tell him I understand him. He goes, "No, you don't, Dad." And I'm like, "I'm not even your dad. You're adopted." And he doesn't like whenever I tell him he's adopted, but it's true. He's adopted. I told him, I was like, dude, listen, you were upsold to me. Okay, you gotta start acting worth it. That might be why his email, because I tell him that. He might be like, that's too far. But, I mean, realistically speaking, I paid a lot of money for that bunny. No, don't you. Whose side are you on? Me or the bunnies? First, you're on the side of the bunny, then you're on the side of the pigeons, and then it's an endless loop, okay? Whose side are you really on? Okay, I see how it is. The bunny never did anything to me. I started it. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely started the war with the bunny. I mean, it's a cute bunny, but he's too emo. And I told him, I was like, I gotta make some money off of you. I gotta make some of the money back. I feed you, I house you. Best you can do is look good for me, you know? Give me some money. I mean, he's starting to get to the point where he's cussing me out. I don't even know who taught him those words. He might have learned them from me, but I'm not gonna admit that. I'm not I'm not responsible for my child's actions. I think that as long as I give my child an iPad, then the iPad should raise him and I shouldn't have to do anything. And if the child discovers some stuff on the iPad that it shouldn't have, I should blame it on the company that, you know, is doing the stuff that I don't want my child to look at, instead of being a good parent and actually watching what my kid does on the iPad. Because that's too much work. Like, next you're telling me it's my responsibility to feed the kid? No. Yeah, it might be.